You are lying in bed, the room is quiet, the door is locked, and nothing is actually happening. But your body does not seem to believe that you are safe. Your chest feels tight, your stomach feels suspended, and your mind keeps checking for something you may have missed. Maybe someone is upset, maybe you forgot something, maybe something bad is about to happen. And the strangest part is, you cannot point to a clear reason. This video is about why your brain can feel unsafe even when nothing is wrong. We can call this the invisible alarm system. It is not a clinical diagnosis, and it is not an official psychology term. It is simply a way to describe the moments when your nervous system acts as if danger is near, even when your life looks calm. A lot of people think safety is just a thought, as if telling yourself, "I'm fine," should automatically make your body calm down. But safety is not only something your mind understands, it is also something your body has to believe. Your logical brain may know that nothing dangerous is happening, but your nervous system may still be waiting for proof. That is why you can tell yourself there is nothing to worry about, and still feel your heart beating faster. It is why your shoulders can stay tense, even when your life looks peaceful from the outside. This does not mean you are dramatic. It does not mean you are weak. And it does not mean you are broken. One possible explanation is that your brain is using an old map to understand a new moment. If your past environment was unpredictable, your mind may have learned to scan for danger early. Maybe you had to watch someone's mood before you knew whether the room was safe. Maybe you experienced criticism, rejection, silence, or sudden emotional changes that taught you to stay alert. Maybe you spent a long time under pressure, always preparing for the next problem before it arrived. Over time, the brain can learn a quiet rule: relaxing is risky, because if you relax, you might miss the warning sign. So alertness becomes a form of protection. You may notice tone changes faster than other people do. You may feel unsettled when a message is shorter than usual. You may sense tension in a room before anyone says it out loud. You may turn one small detail into a possible signal that something is wrong. This is related to hypervigilance, which means a heightened state of watching for threat. Hypervigilance does not always mean there is real danger in the present. It can mean your threat detection system has become extra sensitive because it is trying to prevent pain from happening again. And in some situations, that system can be useful. It may help you notice problems early. It may help you read emotional shifts in relationships. It may help you react quickly in unstable environments. But the cost is that your body may forget how to rest. When the danger detector is always turned on, even silence can start to feel suspicious. No message can feel like bad news waiting to happen. A flat tone can feel like proof that you did something wrong. A quiet evening can become the moment when your brain reviews every unfinished worry. That is the exhausting part of the invisible alarm system. It does not always sound like a loud panic. Sometimes it feels more like a low background hum. You may not know where it comes from. You only know that some part of you is still listening for danger. One important idea in psychology and neuroscience is that the brain does not only react to reality, it also predicts reality. Your brain uses past experience to guess what might happen next. If the past included sudden conflict, rejection, shame, criticism, or emotional instability, your brain may become more likely to predict danger. Even when today is calm, the brain may whisper, "Let's prepare just in case." And just in case can be very tiring. Because your body is not only responding to one real event, it is responding to many possible events that have not happened. You are not only living in the present moment, you are also living inside your brain's simulations of what could go wrong. This is one reason some people feel more anxious when life gets quiet. When you're busy, you have structure, tasks, and external direction. But when everything slows down, the feelings you pushed aside may finally have room to rise. Quiet does not create the alarm. Quiet simply lets you hear the alarm that was already running underneath. Sometimes the body remembers what the mind has tried to move past. You may not always know why you feel tense, but a certain tone, a pause, a facial expression, or a feeling of waiting can make your body react first. This is related to interoception, the way you sense signals from inside your body. When your nervous system is used to being alert, physical signals can be misread as evidence of danger. Your stomach tightens. Your brain notices the tightness. Then your brain asks, "Why am I tense? Is something wrong?" And that question can make the body tighten even more. The alarm begins to feed itself. This is where many people start blaming themselves. They wonder, why am I so sensitive? They wonder, why can't I just calm down like everyone else? They may even wonder if they will ever feel normal, but a gentler explanation is this: your system may not be defective. It may be overtrained, it has become very good at detecting danger, but it may not yet be very good at recognizing safety. That difference matters. Some people are not lacking intelligence or self-control. They are lacking enough repeated experiences where safety felt real in the body. Someone saying, "You're safe," may not be enough. A calm environment may not be enough at first. Your body may need repeated evidence that speaking honestly does not lead to punishment. It may need evidence that resting does not mean losing control. It may need evidence that being imperfect does not automatically mean being abandoned. Safety is not always built through one comforting sentence. Sometimes safety is learned slowly, through repeated experiences that do not end in danger. So the answer is not to force yourself to relax immediately. If you say, "Stop being anxious," you're doing it again. Your alarm system may become even louder. Because now the danger is not only outside you. The danger has become your own criticism. A more helpful first step is to acknowledge the alarm without attacking it. You might say quietly, "My body is trying to protect me right now." You might add, "It may be overreacting, but it is not my enemy." This does not mean you are giving the fear full control. It means you are removing the shame around the fear. And when shame softens, curiosity becomes possible. One gentle question can be, does this feel like now, or does this feel like before? That question matters because the invisible alarm system often brings the past into the present. Someone has not replied yet, but your body may remember the feeling of being ignored. Someone's voice sounds distant, but your body may remember the silence before an old conflict. You finally have time to rest, but your body may remember times when relaxing meant you were unprepared. When you separate present facts from old echoes, the alarm may turn down a little. It does not have to disappear completely. A little less intensity is still progress. You can also give your brain concrete evidence instead of abstract reassurance. For example, the door is locked. There is no bad message on the phone. I am in my room right now. This person may simply be busy. I can wait before solving this. These are not magic phrases. They are small pieces of evidence that help the brain update its predictions. Once may not be enough, but over time, repeated evidence can teach the system something new. Not every silence means danger. Not every distance means rejection. Not every uncertain moment has to be solved immediately. The invisible alarm system needs new experiences in order to recalibrate. Another gentle practice is to come back to the body instead of arguing with every thought. Feel your feet against the floor. Feel your back supported by the chair. Notice the temperature of the cup in your hands. Breathe slowly, not to force calm, but to remind the body where you are. Because safety is not created by thinking alone. It is also created by returning to the present through the body. And if this unsafe feeling is intense, constant, or interfering with sleep, relationships, work, or daily life, professional support can be a wise option. That does not mean you have failed. Sometimes having a steady, trained person help you understand the alarm makes it easier for the body to learn safety again. But whether or not you seek support, the first step can still be gentle. You do not have to blame yourself for not being fully relaxed yet. You may have learned to prepare too early, observe too quickly, and protect yourself too carefully. At one point, that may have made sense. But now, you can slowly learn another way. Not by destroying the alarm, but by speaking to it differently. You can say, "Thank you for trying to warn me, but let me check what is actually happening right now." Maybe real safety is not the complete absence of alarm. Maybe it is the ability to hear the alarm without instantly believing every story it tells. You can pause. You can look around the room. You can notice your body. You can ask what belongs to the present and what belongs to the past. Then, little by little, you can bring yourself back. You are not strange. You are not broken. Your brain may simply be using an old form of protection. And now, slowly, you're teaching it something new. Some quiet moments are not danger. Some calm is actually calm. And some parts of you no longer have to be ready to run.